Hey guys, Panther here. Today we are going to be doing a tutorial on how to build a water park slide in Water Park World. You guys have requested this in the comments of some of my recent speed builds, and so I figured I'd go ahead and do it. So yeah, if you do enjoy this, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see next. I'll have a speed build coming out soon, probably on, I would say, Tuesday maybe? Sorry, my voice cracked there. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. So, the first thing you have to think, what am I going to build? Or like, what theme do I want this to have? Which obviously I'm going to continue this little jungle theme I have going on here. And I'm going to build a very, very tall mountain. I think maybe 4 levels high instead of 3. Which, speaking of levels, for this I use walls and then I create floors on each one. Previously I've used the terrain tool to make like Minecraft looking stuff, but I started using this because it just comes out looking smoother. So what we can do here is, now that we have an idea, we have to kind of like make a shape. But really, you can design your shape beforehand, but for me I usually play it by ear because I want to have a slide go through here into the water here. So I think what we would do is, I don't know, we'll just leave a gap there for now. Oh, and just a tip for when you're making terrain and stuff like that, make sure you have a gap. Like when you do get an area like this, don't do it like this, do it only 1 across, or like 2 like that. If you do it in weird shapes like that, then you won't be able to make the terrain align with it very well, or at all actually. Not until he adds advanced terrain. So we're gonna go 3 this way. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 this way, and then we're gonna go 1, 2 here, 3 this way, 2 this way, and that happens occasionally. Just click it at the same spot again. Yep. But basically you just do this all the way around. See right there, I didn't do that correctly, and it made those it made it so those wouldn't line up correctly. I had to do it like that. Okay, and then you just continue this all the way around. And you have the basic shape here, which I'll just close this off for now. Okay, then you go to the path and terrain stuff tab, my bad. You go ahead and you go to create floor, and for the you always want to do these corners first. So I'm going to go ahead and move this up real quick so it doesn't try building below. But which this allows you to raise and lower how low you can actually build something. But you're gonna go 1, 2, 3 on each of these corners. So you just do that on all of them. Okay, and once you've done all the corners, go ahead and go back to a rectangle shape and just fill in what's left, making sure not to go outside the lines. Okay, now that we've built the first layer, we go ahead and just get back out our walls, and you repeat the same cycle over and over again until you're happy with your thing. So I'm gonna cut back once I go ahead and finish this. I do recommend when you're doing these, kind of follow the shape of the layer before it. Like change it up a little bit, but don't go and like mess it up like crazy. You know, I didn't even see that earlier. Gonna have to fix this here real quick. There we go. Okay, let me go back here. Yeah, if you change up the shape a little too much, then it won't like line up very well. And that's not what we want. We want to have a, you know, decent looking mountain. There we go, that's our second layer of things done. I'm gonna actually go ahead and do the next 2 layers I have. And yeah, I'll cut back to y'all once I am done with that. Okay, now that we've done that, you can go to create floor, triangle shape, and you just repeat the same step that you did earlier with the first layer on each layer. You don't have to fill in the space inside. I do personally because it makes things easier. I didn't do it on my last one, on some of it, but it's just easier to go ahead and fill up the whole shape. You can cut if you need to, like make it hollow or cut certain parts out. You can always do that later. So right here I ran into a problem here, and this happens a lot with certain builds and stuff like that. It can have a hard time. I say it can have a hard time. It can glitch out and make it so you can't build like when they're like there and there, because it makes a weird shape. So all you have to do to fix that really is just fix it with the fill in the gaps with the rectangle shape. So like that, like that. You know, you fill this in, and then you can go ahead and add your corners. I almost forgot what I was supposed to say there. Oops. Now, once you've done that, all you really have to do is build a stairway to the excuse me, build a stairway up to the top where you want to have your, I don't know, like, I don't even know, your platform for the slide to start off of. So in this case, the platform will be here. I will just paint all that. Okay. Now, all you have to do, they added new stuff here. That's kind of cool. What you want to do is go to stairs, and see what I did over there is I used the ones that don't have bottoms. Some of them, like for certain things, you may want to use ones that are not like hollow or like the floating stairs. Personally, for this, I'm going to, because it looks good. And for corners like this, it's easier, it's actually not that difficult. I'm just having a hard time here for some reason. Like, normally I'm not having this much trouble, but you can raise the bottom thing. Actually, I lined up pretty well. Obviously, I could have done a better job with these stairs here. Like here, I try to make them follow the terrain, but this is just a hard mountain to do it on. Like that, it was mostly flat on the sides. This one has a lot of curves and stuff, which, what is happening with my camera? There we go. So we're just gonna go ahead and fill this in, I mean, add like pillars and stuff to it. So first we're gonna lower this all the way back down. So for spirals like this, the default stairs and stuff like that come with slides and stuff do the same method. You basically put a pillar all the way up in it, so that way it's holding on to something. And then, which, I don't know if this works without advanced placement or not, since I have advanced placement and stuff like that. But you can do something like that, and it looks like it's holding itself up a little bit better. For these at least, because these aren't like next to a mountain or anything. Okay, now we have to create more, what do you mean there's nothing to change, bro? I'm on create. There we go. Okay. Now you just want to go back here. Undo group. Because for this, you can't really have poles going all the way down. It won't look as well. So, like, maybe here. Once again, my camera is deciding to have a seizure. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. I don't know what's been wrong with it. It just does this randomly. Because anytime you like click a certain thing, it resets your camera position. I think that's what's doing it. But that's besides the point. And then now that we've done our stairs and we're all the way up here, we're gonna take this paint bucket and we're going to copy, and we're just gonna go along these, which by the way, if you hold the click button when painting, you can select multiple objects. We're going to paint each of these trims to be wood, so that way it blends well. And then, first let's fix our camera so it doesn't spaz out. You're going to go grab yourself the rails, and you're going to make sure that people don't fall off, because that wouldn't be very good. Now you want to go ahead and go to the slides, which I keep forgetting you're under your own category. I personally prefer the tube slides, which they had to do custom slides as well. That's pretty, not custom, but you know what I mean, like that. And I know this isn't lining up. It's fine. We'll put it on that side, and we'll come back to this in a second. We need to go to fences and cut that off. And then what I'm gonna do for decoration to fill in this extra space is go to props and then go to the tubes, grab 2 of the standing tubes, and then have one laying flat somewhere, or maybe not. Maybe we'll just have the standing tubes. I'll just have those 2 standing tubes because I can't get any other ones to line up like I would prefer them to. And we go here, and we go boop. That's weird, it doesn't line up very well. Do we even need that there, though? We don't need it for this one. We need to undo that and that. I don't know why it's lining up weird. It's like in the middle. Well, that's weird. It's kind of weird. Like, this one's correct. This one is weird. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start. So first thing I am gonna do to make this all match is we're gonna copy the color of this, okay? And we're going to go ahead and change this to this, or yeah, we want to try and get it to be wood as well, so we should probably do that maybe. I keep forgetting which color of wood it is, or which color of brown I mean. That's pretty dang close, so I think we'll stick with that. Okay. I need to change the color of the physical slide later. The first thing we want to have it do is to go down. The first thing I want to have it do at least is go down, then turn. Now I do want to go ahead and get this thing I had in my okay. First, let's get off of the stupid slide here for a second. first I want to go ahead and make the hole for this. So 1, 2. We can fill back in the stuff we need later. I'm not sure how this is gonna work actually. Because that's gonna slow down a lot. Maybe let's do that. So I know where to cut. Let me go to the terrain. Come on. Cut. Okay, now that we've done that, we just have to fill in whatever terrain needs to be filled in. This includes like walls and stuff too. So yeah, I do. Okay, now we finished the inside of the tunnel there. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more stuff out here to the slide. So that looks like nicer. So actually I do want to try something. And I don't know if this will work or not. But it's worth a shot. Because it looks like it was designed to work like that. Which if it wasn't designed to work like that, then I don't know what it's for. Now we have that. Let's go ahead and paint the slide. So we want to copy the color of this. We're going to change that shade of blue. What color do you think would look good for this? Let's see. There could be like a light yellow. That could work. Let's try yellow. That looks good. So then what you can do is I'm gonna go ahead and open the slide and then wait for people to come and ride it. We'll name this, we're gonna name this Yellow Jungle Slide. Just so we know, in case there's an issue on it. Yep. And he collided at the very end. Yep, it's fine. Okay. Now we're almost done here. However, we do have to add some decoration because this is, don't get me wrong, it looks okay, but it's just too plain. So just stick with the jungle theme. We're gonna go ahead and put a bunch of trees. Now for the trees, it doesn't really matter how you place them. It's the jungle. They're not gonna really have a pattern or anything like that. So realistically, the only thing you have to do in doing these is avoid patterns. Avoid having the same thing repeat over and over again. And you also want to fill in almost every small gap, anything like that. All of it wants to be filled in. The lower amount of empty space, the better. So one thing I didn't even think about is people getting over to the stairs to get up. So we're gonna really quickly fix that. So alright, there we go. We finished the little bridge across, and now they can actually, go over to the stairs, which is good. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this tutorial. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial and would like to see more tutorials, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and comment below what you want to see a tutorial on next time. And I'm trapped inside. How cool. We'll just reset real quick so you actually get look at our thing. But yeah, if you do want to see more tutorials, make sure you let me know, because I love hearing your feedback in the comments. That's gonna do it for this video though. I'll see you guys in the next speed build. So long, everybody.